Welcome back to the Healthy with Heartland podcast. My name's Justin. I'm your host. Joined today with your favorite creative directors, Simon and Shannon, and your favorite senior health and wellness consultant, Matt West, is making a guest appearance this week.
It's good to be back.
So what's happening? Let's send it over to Simon and Shannon for some announcements before we get into our topic. I'm going to keep it a secret today.
Awesome. Well, welcome back, Heartland family. Thanks so much for joining us. Just a quick reorder special for you this month. If you're ready to place your reorder, you can restock from home without the hassle. We have a box of marinated chicken. You get your choice of flavor absolutely free with your reorder until the end of June. We have a very exciting contest. I'm sure you guys have checked it out if you've been on Facebook recently. It's a 4th of July M&M counting contest, so please put your guess in the comments of that post on the Heartland page for a chance to win. We'll announce the winner on July 2nd, which is Friday. If you guys have already been participating, thank you so much for the photos with your Hungry with Heartland challenge. We love seeing them. We will announce another winner today. And then contest on contest on contest. We also have a referral rewards program contest, luxury rewards giveaway, which is going to be given away on the 9th of July. So if you have not given a referral for a chance to win an extra special prize, please be sure to do so. If you follow us on Facebook, I'm sure you've seen our new look. The Kat and Lindsay page had a little bit of an update to the Heartland Connect, so make sure to give us some love on that page. We'd love to hear from you. And if you're not already a member of the Foodie group, make sure to invite yourself so you can be a part of all things Heartland. And with that, I think we can get into our episode.
Okay, I think we got a couple of topics for y'all today, but we are going to start with fitness trackers, the benefits, things like that. This is right in Matt's wheelhouse. So let's start with what do you use for fitness trackers, Matt?
Oh, well, the one I currently use isn't really a fitness tracker, but I have been interested in the Whoop. I don't know if everybody's seen that, the strap.
Yeah, Whoop, there it is.
Yeah. I think it's very interesting. You know, what they do is as far as taking into account your daily levels of work, stress, other factors, how you slept the night before, and then it kind of gives you an indication of how hard you should push it on a workout if you have one coming up. They are more geared towards athletes, but I still think there's a place for it if you're an avid, if you stay active, right?
Absolutely.
I think there's definitely a place for it. And you may even notice differences even if you're not like super active when it comes to working out. But
so here's a question. I think we all know what we do while we're awake, right? But nobody really tracks the sleep. And I know that's something you're really zoning in on right now. So what are some of the metrics that you're getting from the tracking of your sleep, and what can you really do with that information?
There's a whole lot to unpack there, right? So sleep is a very interesting topic for me. I do a lot of factors, I think, that affect my sleep negatively. I'm an avid coffee drinker. Recently curbed that a little bit, but I think I've gotten to a point where the caffeine has affected my overall sleep levels. Plus
Like
staring at my phone 24 hours a day in front of computers. The whole blue light stuff. So I've gotten into the blue light blocking glasses. I have a couple pairs at home.
Nice.
When it comes to sleep specifically, I use what's called the Oura Ring. So it's got 3 sensors on the inside that track your levels as you sleep, and it tracks stuff during the day, but it doesn't give you a daily consistent what your heartbeat is at the time. So it's not like a Fitbit or an Apple Watch where you can look at it and be like, oh, my blood pressure is up right now, or my heart rate is raised. It mainly tracks your sleep cycles, how much REM sleep you get, your deep sleep, your light sleep. It gives you all sorts of information about that, historically. And for me, what I've noticed the most, what I've started implementing is I've slept with blindfold for a while now. I really enjoy completely blackout sleep.
Yeah.
I'm also a very still sleeper where I lay basically on my back and I don't move. I don't sleep on my side.
So
I
you're
don't toss and
vampire?
turn. Yeah, I'm essentially a vampire. I didn't want to say it. But, yes,
Do you wake up
yes, slowly.
slowly?
So for me, that the blindfold works well because I don't have any sort of like moving around or it doesn't shift and stuff like that. And I've always really enjoyed that. What recently has been improving my sleep is actually sleeping with headphones, listening to like sleep music. And I've tried different things, delta waves and like, those types of things. And I've experienced some different, I've had a lot more dreams. I've had a lot deeper sleep, longer, deeper sleep cycles, and more REM sleep. So, but it works for me because I wear the headphones similar to these, but I don't turn in the night. So I don't like wake up. I don't wake up because like something moves. So that it really works for me very well. So it's been super interesting, but I've noticed a lot more dreams and a lot more deep sleep.
Wow. That's really cool.
Have you noticed anything health-wise?
Immediately, no. Just like, but consistent with that, as I've also drank less coffee. Like right around that time has happened. Where, and I've also started drinking coffee later in the day, so I don't do it as soon as I wake up. It's usually like an hour and a half after I wake up is when I'll actually have that first, and then I find myself not wanting to do another one. Where before I would do French press, 2 full French presses easily before noon.
Wow.
I think about going to do the second one. I'm like, I actually don't want. I find myself being like, I don't want this.
Right.
And it's been super interesting. Yeah, that's
I have so many questions.
I know you covered so many topics.
Yeah.
So now these dreams, are they good dreams? Do you remember them? Are there nightmares?
I couldn't tell you anything about them now. But yes, none of them are bad. Good dreams. Or irrelevant, like not good, but not anything.
I wonder if there's any data on the mental stimulation you're getting, and it's almost like you're living while you're sleeping.
Right.
Whereas all the rest of us just check out for 8 hours. This guy's like on a roller coaster.
Yeah. I know. You have you ever tried? I was interested because you said like sleep music and stuff like that. Have you heard of like the sleep stories where they like talk you through a story? Because those
will knock you out.
Really?
100%.
Oh wow! Then 100%. I'm definitely gonna try it now because I heard of that. I was like, oh, that's interesting. And they speak in like a really calm tone, and there's like music.
So well diversified too. The topics, the authors, the people who speak, like different accents, like women, men. Oh, it's unreal. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's really
they will knock you out, and then because you'll wake up the next day and you'll look at it and be like, it'll say something like, I hope you don't remember any of that story. And you won't. Like you may remember like the first 30 seconds where it's like, we're going to take you on a journey through the lavender hills of South France.
I was about to say, you're
Matt,
pretty good
I think
at
you
this.
need your own.
And did you like smell lavender when she said that?
Oh, now that would be awesome if they were doing multiple senses. Like,
I mean, you could technically set that up, right? Like you could have
use essential
your
oils.
Yeah.
Your diffuser.
Diffuser out there while you're trying to fall asleep.
It could be like a whole thing.
They use super calm settings, like,
wow.
And it's always like very scenic, like the idea of it, or
like descriptive, like you make you feel like you were there.
Just monotone and very a lot of descriptive words, like just about like traveling somewhere. A lot of them have to do with a destination, like getting to a destination. It's not like a story that keeps you engaged. It's not like, and then someone opened the door. You know what I mean? It's not like you're watching, an episode of a drama or like a CSI or my favorite show, Law and Order SVU.
Yes, so you have to still be able to sleep, I guess.
Right? Like it's meant to put you to sleep.
Right.
It's unbelievable.
That's awesome.
Those are great.
I wonder if there's anyone in the that's watching in the comments. Let us know if you've ever tried some of these things.
Yeah, sleep
as
sounds, sleep stories.
Just sleep hacks in general. Anything that's working for you, helping you sleep better.
Yeah, put it in the comments.
I think we all struggle with sleep from time to time.
Oh yeah.
I mean, top 3 things: black out as much as you can, meaning like the room has to be dark.
Oh,
like
okay.
turn stuff off.
Yeah.
Like your cell phone, if you can, put it on airplane mode or like in a different room if you can. Because we're talking about like the Bluetooth and like all that.
Yep.
5G.
So is that just stopping like the radio?
Get it away. Just get it away.
Waves.
So with the Ring, you can actually turn that off, and the Ring will track. And then once you connect it the next morning, it'll update. Wow. So you don't actually have to be live connected to your phone while you're doing it.
What if you're sleeping though on the Caraco mattress?
I do.
That is grounded,
Mm-hmm.
right?
It is.
And that's an EMF shield.
Correct.
So I'm good.
I mean, you're better than not,
Right.
but why not take it up a notch?
Yeah, I don't think this is on anyone's radar.
Yeah.
No.
Just the whole interruption of your sleep because of just waves.
Have
Right.
you guys seen those 5G shield like
Negative.
things?
I've never seen it.
Oh
No.
my gosh.
Yeah, we're missing out. You guys are telling me about that. We don't even have a Caraco mattress with the grounding. We need all of
We
this.
need grounding.
I mean, this could
ASAP.
be a whole other thing.
I swear by that.
Yeah.
Like, best sleep of my life. The Caraco mattress.
That's what I'm saying. And sleep is so important. I know we're like talking about it, but I mean, it has to do with everything because you're not going to perform during the day if you're not
Recovery.
getting good sleep.
Because you can, with the mattress, you can set one side to be different firm, like a level of firmness. So I keep mine on one each, has a different one. So on time to time, I'll sleep on different sides of the bed.
Keep your options up.
Yeah, we just went through this the other day. My wife's like, yeah, I don't think I'm sleeping so. I'm like, just let's try a different setting. So we both put them on the super soft on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
I woke up with the worst back pain. I put it right back on firm the next day, and she kept hers on soft. She loved it.
Oh,
It's
really?
great.
Oh, it's cool that you can, change it up and then it could be different for both of you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I also tried I don't like thick pillows.
Me neither.
Okay.
I've even slept without pillows,
Yeah.
Same.
or I'll
I'm a
put them.
pillow
I'll
person.
squish my head between them
Mm-hmm.
so I don't turn. So
Oh, kind of
they're
traps
like-
you in a little bit.
Yeah, but I feel like you do need a little support. I've gotten away from that, so you do need a little support on their head.
Yeah.
Are you having any issues with postnasal drip, anything like that, from sleeping on your back?
Never.
That's the reason why I don't do it. I don't want to wake
Never
up with a sore throat or anything like that.
Yeah.
Never.
I'm definitely a side sleeper, but interesting the comment on pillows. I've been seeing like a lot of I guess it's advertisements, but like how you're actually supposed to sleep with like a square pillow. Like all pillows are like rectangular, but like the square actually like is better for like how the spine is supposed to be like aligned. I didn't really.
think it's just
I didn't
marketing,
look
but yeah.
into it, but I don't know if there's any truth to that. But that's something I've been seeing a
But
lot.
pillows are important.
Mine's almost like a bean bag, where it's just
Oh.
very loose, and I can just mold it to the shape of my skull
Yeah.
and neck.
I need very thin, minimal pillow
Yeah, that's worked well
for
for me.
mine. I got a sore neck if I
Do anything like
got a
that.
big pillow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I love sleep.
I don't know how we got to pillows, but
Yeah.
we're
it's
talking about
part of
sleep.
Yeah.
Well, the EMF, like the EMF and the 5G shields or whatever you want to call them,
Oh, yeah.
Lambs is a great company, LAMBS.
Mm.
They have basically like covers. It's almost kind of like a laptop cover, or like a little, I don't know, zipper cover that you can put like your cell phone in when you're not using it
Mhm.
to like avoid stuff, or
It's clever.
you can use your iPad, like anything that is Bluetooth connected is where this works. And also they actually have underwear as well to avoid all the stuff going on with our reproductive organs, which I think is a whole
Because your
other,
cell phone's right on your hip all day.
all the
Yep,
time.
in your pocket
all
always.
the time. I think
Huh.
it is one of the contributing factors, and this could be controversial, one of the contributing factors to people over the course of the last decade plus having
Yeah.
trouble reproductive wise,
Infertility.
along
Yeah.
with a whole bunch of other things, but
Yeah.
I think that is one of the factors.
Absolutely.
And then they also have beanies. So they work the same way as Caraco. It's all about silver.
Yeah.
It's the same concept. So it's a lot of silver woven into their material.
Yeah.
So they have beanies, which you can wrap around your head, to avoid having, especially if you live near a lot of cell phone towers or stuff like that.
Right.
There's a lot of crazy science going out there about that.
And I think the silver is great as well, because we were talking about the Caraco pillows. The silver is good for like germs and,
Oh, yeah,
and stuff like that, right?
antimicrobial.
Antimicrobial
Just
properties
naturally.
of it, right? Yeah.
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 It's woven into the Norwex stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That stuff's awesome. So since it's woven with the silver, I mean, does that mean you don't have to wash it? Or wash it less often?
I mean, I guess it would depend on what use you have for it.
Mm-hmm.
I've never washed a hat before, personally,
Right.
but I don't wear them.
It's true.
So I don't know.
Sometimes I put mine in the
It probably comes with
dishwasher.
instructions.
Nice.
You just hit it with ozone.
Yeah. Be good to go.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. I mean, the one thing that I'm super interested about, because I don't have one of those Oura rings, is
Yeah.
just the fact that, I mean, you can really dial it down. You mentioned that you can even, it kind of tells you how hard you can kind of work out the next day in terms of like your
It's a recovery, right?
recovery.
Well, the Whoop,
Oh, the Whoop does.
the Whoop strap does that.
Okay.
That one, that's similar to like your Apple Watch or your Fitband or Fitbit and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The Ring is just sleep.
Oh, the Ring is just like
The Ring is just sleep. Now it will talk to you about like, oh, you had, your blood pressure went down during the night, or your heart rate rose, or stuff like that. It tracks all of it,
Right.
And it gives you insights into it as to what those factors mean and what may have caused it. Hey, did you go to bed late? And you can even set you up for like routines, like you've try to go to bed early to wake up, or try to I noticed your sleep wasn't as good as it has been the 2 nights before. Did you do anything that would have caused that, or try to avoid blue lights or this type of that? It gives little tidbits based on what it's receiving.
Right.
Yeah, which
To
can
guide
help
you
you
to the next one.
decipher.
Yeah, I feel like the value there is you could do different things before bed and then see how it affects you overnight and see the data in the morning. Like I'm heavy on carbs in the evening, or I was heavy on fats, or start to try to dial in diet or whatever, maybe what time you ate, and then see how you sleep.
And the Facebook community around the Oura Ring is these are like the biohackers, right?
Wow.
Like these are like the ones that are like into it.
Yeah.
Like you go on, Oura Ring, Facebook group, and you can find all sorts of information.
Yeah.
All sorts of information. They actually have when all the COVID stuff was like really peaking last year, there was a lot of good things around, because it could basically it would kind of give you warning signs that you had it before
Interesting.
you would have ever like
Does that have something to
tested
do
positive
with
for
like HRV? I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yep.
Is that
It
Oura
was-
Ring or Whoop? Or do they both do it?
I mean, the Whoop may have, but the Oura Ring like was doing studies around it.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Because I know
doing
that,
studies around it specifically.
I think it was Dave who told us
Mhm.
one
Dave,
time.
yeah.
That, he had it,
it
and
has stuff to do with the gut, and
Yeah.
it was just like like letting him know
And
that
it-
something was like kind of going on.
yeah. So he was like, oh, he went and got checked out and found out. You know what I mean? Like it basically gave him the answers to that, where he didn't feel any different.
It was the heart rate stuff.
Yeah,
It was all
exactly.
connected to heart rate.
Wow.
It's huge. I think that's awesome. I mean, I think especially, we're talking about for athletes, but as you get older, you know what I mean? Like, grandmas, grandpas, all those
Yeah.
kind of things, like having something on like that would be able to kind of like track those things and be able to send it to family members and stuff like that, so they could be in tune with it. I think that's, technology, right?
The one thing I don't like about it is the specific workout tracker. Like it's not an all-in-one. Like you can't track workouts with it,
Right.
like specifically.
Yeah.
But it's not designed to. So, but it does connect with other fitness apps like Apple's Health app. I think it's like
Yeah.
Apple
Yeah.
Health.
That's what we use. It's pretty
so
cool.
you can connect this to that, and you can also connect like if you use that for like workouts and other types of activity, you can connect the two where they sync up together to give you a better picture. But like you couldn't wear this and work out.
Yeah.
Like it would get in the way. Like it's not meant to. I wouldn't wear it doing anything like playing basketball or like anything
Strenuous.
super active, unless I was just walking or running.
Right.
I wouldn't wear it doing anything.
Get caught or snagged on something.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
cool. It's cool that it's different. Like how it's more for like recovery versus like if you were gonna record an activity that would be more for like a Fitbit or like a fitness tracker.
yeah.
So it's slightly different.
What I still want to get the Whoop because I think it's an interesting concept. What I don't like about that is it is a membership only, like a subscription only. Like you
Right.
can't buy it
Per
outright,
year, right?
right? You have to pay monthly for it.
Yeah.
So essentially, it's not your data.
Mm-hmm.
Like they store it for you,
Right.
and you have to pay them monthly to use it. Like you can't like, and it's cheap to begin with. I think the strap itself, and they have all cores of like great types of straps.
Yeah.
I think they're like somewhere between 15, 20, $30 to get the strap. But it's like, and I could be wrong, but I'm just going to say it's like $30 a month for it to work every month
Right.
until you stop using it or don't want to anymore. That's what has been my hesitancy around it, is kind of being locked into a subscription based on that when I know I'm not even like,
I guess you could just like turn it on and off when you want some data.
Yeah.
yeah.
I guess it's more convenient, like you said with the Aura, like you're buying it and then you just have it. You can use it whenever you want.
No, I'm sure, the app is connected somewhere to someone else, but
Right.
like I paid a flat rate for this and it's mine forever.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a great warranty, and like, replacement program and stuff like that. And they're super durable.
Wow. How long have you had it?
It's probably just about a year. I think I got it a little over a year. I think I got it last May.
Nice.
I think I got it last May. Yeah. Now, I don't wear it every single day consistently. There's definitely been nights where I haven't worn it. Sometimes I put it on right before I go to sleep. And sometimes I wear it all day. But,
And what are you using for the music overnight?
I use Apple, like whatever, Apple Music, yeah. So if you just search like sleep music, you'll find all sorts of stuff, like meditation music, focus, concentration, like all sorts of things.
Just wondering if I can train my mind overnight. This is awesome.
So the one and I put it on repeat. Like some of these albums, or if you want to call them that, are like, the tracks are like 4 minutes long, and then it goes on to something else, and they have like an hour. And some of these are like 45-minute tracks, and it's like 5 hours. I just put it on repeat. So sometimes I'll wake up the next day and be like, oh, I wonder how many times it played. And it'll show you, the list of it. It repeated the album 5 times, just
on the loop.
And what I keep it on a very low volume, because I don't want it to be too loud where I'm like, I know it's happening. It's kind of like the sleep story. You just want it there to like knock you out.
Exactly.
But I try not to get ones that are busy. Like, I don't want busy. I just want it like very, almost like vibrational tones. That kind of like, then that's what the hertz are about. Like it'll say like, I can't remember the specific, it'll like 45 hertz or like 550 hertz, or, because like different waves will have those different things, and they mean different things as far as like concentration or focus or energy or calming sleep. So, and I just low volume, and I just let it go. I really enjoy like the low it's almost like a vibrational tone, but I feel like it's penetrating my skull and putting me to sleep.
No, they say, I know like in infants and stuff, like the white noise helps them kind of sleep. So I think it's kind of like the same thing, right? You need that kind of like,
almost like it mimics being in the womb.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, interesting.
So probably sleep a lot better with that. So I can definitely see that. For me, I don't have a hard time falling asleep most of the time. Sometimes I fall asleep in the chair, standing up. No, I'm just kidding. But sleepwalking. But yeah, I was always so interested in it because like we've seen on like YouTube, they have these videos that you can kind of watch, and like we've done the same thing, like having the the little mimicking sounds of like the
you have the waterfall,
nature, and it's like,
all your nature sounds. Yeah. Those don't really
rain on a tin roof. It's the worst, the worst one.
Just an ocean wave just crashing over and over again.
No way.
A tropical rainforest, just one bird.
We're like camping. It's like you're camping and it's just raining on your tent. Like, no.
Yeah, just
absolutely not.
I get down with the ocean though.
Yeah.
I'm a light sleeper. Like, I wake up really easily.
Yeah.
I fall asleep really easily.
Yeah.
But I wake up really easily based on movement and sound.
I am the opposite.
Which is kind of weird because I'm talking about sleep music, but like literally
it helps you go to sleep, yet it's easy for you to wake up with
yeah.
noise.
But depends on like kind of like what's going on. So
yeah.
You guys ever wake up just 5 minutes before your alarm?
Oh, like 2 minutes
all the time.
or
Same
1 minute.
every day. My alarm never really goes off.
I get so pissed. I get so mad.
I love it though.
No, I get frustrated because I'm like, oh yeah, I feel like I'm gonna be able to go back to sleep. And I look at it, I'm like, my alarm's literally gonna go off in 30 seconds. So
it's just like the subconscious body clock. It's incredible. Like, how does that happen?
It's amazing.
What is it? The circadian
rhythm.
Yeah, the rhythms of your body. They're so smart.
I love it.
Really crazy.
It's like a routine. Like even on the weekends, I'll still wake up at the same time. So I have to go. I don't want to tell you what my routine is, but doing the things in the morning, restroom wise. I don't want to. But you know what I mean. It's the same thing all the time. Even on the weekend, I find myself waking up. I'm like, I didn't even have my alarm clock on, but it's just, you know what I mean. I'm just up at the same time. Look at the watch. It's like it's just in you now.
Yep.
And I love that. Shannon doesn't like it too much, but I love it.
Not too much.
here's something that I battle with. I find myself thirsty at night, but I don't want to drink a lot of water when I'm going to be like,
before bed. Yeah.
Get up
Yeah.
20
I'm gonna have
times.
to-
I'm the same way.
So
true.
I try not to drink anything. I'd say 9 p.m. is typically the cutoff.
Yeah.
That's smart.
But
Sometimes it's hard if you're thirsty. Then you're like,
that's it.
I need something to drink.
If it is what it is.
Yeah.
That is a battle.
The same
'Cause,
way.
if I don't drink water before bed, I wake up and I feel almost hungover.
Yeah, your like mouth is dry, like
Man, I need water. I'm like,
dehydrated.
I had a whole 0 beers last night. Why do I feel like this?
Yeah.
But if I drink a bunch of water, usually good.
Absolutely. Water is just, it's one of those things, you know what I mean? Like you need it, but at the same time, like you're saying, like it could keep you awake as well. So
Yeah, you don't want it to hinder your sleep, right?
yeah, but it could help you out at the same time. You know what I mean? To go to sleep just because your body is naturally, it just needs water, you know?
Yep.
But I think all this stuff is super interesting because I think one thing a lot of people are missing in their health and wellness game is recovery. I think we put a lot of stresses on our body just day to day. And I think that one aspect that, you know, us as Americans and just the United States in general is just like we're go all the time. And we don't take enough time to actually recover from that. I think they're both equally as important.
Yeah.
And I love that, you know, they have these apps, you know, like Whoop Watch. And I'm anxious to see where the actual technology goes from here. Because, I mean, I think that's all super important. Like, if you could, I mean, how useful is it to have something like that tracking, your sleep, but not only your sleep, your exercises, so you know exactly how many calories you're burning. You know, I mean, if you think about it, like, imagine having a belt, right? And it's letting you know, hey, you're getting a little tight. You know what I mean? You need to fast today or something. You don't.
No, that's seriously. What's his name? Gary Vaynerchuk. I think he's the one who talked about that. He's
Right.
like, in the future, there will be like a smart belt that'll be like, nope. Like you go to eat something and it like tells you like not to eat it. It's like, nope, it's a little bit too
It'll
big.
literally control your body. It'll be
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you won't be able to grab the food.
Right.
I don't know.
Right. I'm
That's a bit
anxious to
much.
see where it kind of goes, you know, because I mean, all these things are super awesome. And if you think about it, like in terms of performance, right, like dialing it down, really finding out, you know, like the numbers wise.
Yeah,
like, hey,
data
right,
wise, right?
It's huge.
What I've used before as well is a heart rate monitor strap, like a chest strap.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like the
Yeah.
Garmin ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Polar Beat, I think, is the one I have.
Mm.
Super inexpensive, and it connects to the app.
Mm-hmm.
That's another way around the Whoop as far as like a monthly
Heart rate.
subscription.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because really, if you're not like an endurance athlete and you're worried about training, right, for the next day, or I didn't get a lot of sleep, so I may not want to push it. I may not want to try and max out today on my deadlifts, or you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
ridiculous stuff like that.
Yeah.
Not that that's ridiculous, but none of us are Olympic lifters,
Right.
or
Definitely not.
or going for
Well, in my spare
you know,
time, I
right?
not-
No.
so
Olympic eaters.
Yeah.
getting
There
the
you go.
benefits of the heart rate monitor just to show you what your workouts look like, even, you know, a little before, during, and for like 10 minutes after is
Like,
could
yeah.
be revolutionize how
Game
you
changer.
change, how you
Yep.
operate your workouts.
Absolutely.
yeah.
And it doesn't really affect your, oh, I can't work out today because I went hard yesterday. Like,
Sometimes I think people use that as an excuse.
right, you read into it.
Yeah.
Like you give yourself, like, oh, I didn't sleep very well. It's
Yeah.
like, well, you can still do some push-ups.
Exactly.
That's like the 75 hard
Maybe
concept.
you don't do 50 of them today. You do 30. Like,
Exactly.
We don't stress our bodies out enough anymore.
Right.
It's one of
100%.
the. There's an episode on Rogan's podcast the other day, Sinclair.
he's a beast.
Oh, I saw it, but I didn't watch the entire thing. I gotta go back.
Phenomenal. I mean,
Really?
I got to do it a couple more times to understand the science that this guy's talking about.
Yeah.
Right.
But within our lifetime, they are going to reverse aging. They've already figured it out.
Mm.
Wow.
It's just a matter of scaling it. They're literally able to reverse aging.
Wow.
That's intense. I mean, you think, is that like the stem cell research stuff like that, or is that totally?
Yeah.
different?
What were they?
This
like,
is
referring
so
to?
beyond it. It's really complicated, the science. But basically, yeah, these are like Harvard researchers, and they've been doing this their whole life. And it has a lot to do with the gut microbiome and
Surprising.
how you stress your body out, how you eat. And a lot of it has to do with just not eating.
Fasting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And some other, it's all genetic,
Also
gene.
on a cellular level.
Yeah, but basically they figured out how to do it already in mice and rats, and
Wow.
they can make them live like twice as long.
Definitely have to check that.
What does that do
podcast
for
out.
our
But they
food
can
supply?
measure your age, like your body's age, not as a number.
Your chromosomal age?
Yeah.
Mm.
And they through
Yeah, yeah.
biohacking and all this stuff, they can now reverse that, make you younger.
Wow.
not by number, but by, they look at when your hair, like, why did your hair turn gray? Why are these aging things happening? And through genetics and all these different things, they're able to not only stop that from happening, but they can reverse it.
Interesting. Because there's all those little things that, like, you know what I mean? Like, like you said, like, why are these little things happening? These little catalysts is like, why? So it's like, if you could turn off the light, right? If you could turn the switch off, if you could figure out how to do that, then you could eliminate
to be 21
those things.
again.
And they said it's not that, like, if you just move for 30 minutes a day, you're going to live 10 years longer than somebody who doesn't.
We got too
That was the
excited.
wrong one. I got excited. I was like, that's a bomb drop right there. That's awesome.
It's like, he's like, it doesn't even have to be strenuous, doesn't have to be crazy, but if you just go out and like walk 30 minutes a day, you will live 10 years longer than someone who
Walking is one of the most underrated exercises ever.
That's awesome.
Especially right after a meal.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's good for digestion.
Yep. That's huge. I mean, that should be the motivator right there. Like they're saying an extra just 30 minutes of just walking and you're getting 10 years. What'd you say?
Yeah.
30
10
years?
years on your life.
10 years longer.
10 years longer.
I'll take that.
Yeah. I mean, what? That's
They
awesome.
go into like all that stuff, like not heavy weights, but you have to lift weights.
Yeah.
Like putting weight on your bones
Yeah.
Right.
makes them
Getting
stronger, longer.
Yeah, like functional fitness, right? Like you're gonna like being able to pick up a box, like being able to like walk up a stair, like go up a step, like all those things.
Yeah. I think I read a statistic. They were saying like, as far as like the elderly, like the most after you reach a certain age, the number one cause of death is falling because you know what I mean? Like a lot of times movement is not associated with becoming elderly. And so the more that you can move and the more that you can do these functional sort of exercises, the more, I guess, longevity wise that you have. So, I mean, I love it. I'm like, hey, you know what I mean? Like we need to see everybody, you know what I mean? Getting out there, walking, just exercising in general.
Being active.
I think it's awesome. Especially now it's the summertime. You want to be outside. It's good stuff.
Yeah. They talked a lot about hot and cold being one of the number one things to living longer is just
Really?
Experiencing both
high heat, sauna,
intense cold.
and then intense cold. Yeah. Like, and we just, as humans now, we have literally evolved
We're
to be
soft.
comfortable.
Yep,
Yeah. We're
we
so
are.
soft.
Comfy.
And that's what's actually making us live not as long
Yeah.
because we're not stressing out our bodies.
Oh, we're propped up on medication.
Well, that
Yeah,
too.
that too.
Well, I think the last time you were here, Matt, we mentioned a couple of different things, right? It's not just like what we're eating and how comfortable we are. It's like a slew of things. It's the jobs that we have,
Your
the
schedule,
work that we're doing.
your lifestyle,
If you're up at night,
stress.
like can't fall asleep because you're stressed out because of something, right? And I'm not talking about like anxiety and that's a whole topic, and I understand that's a thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But like if you're just having trouble getting to sleep at night because your brain's constantly running,
Mhm.
you need to potentially reevaluate what's happening to you daily and if you can make adjustments.
Right.
Like small things,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I think can go a long way.
Yeah.
Gotta go harder.
Yeah. It's a great, like all these are great concepts because I feel like, now there's no excuse really, right? Like if you can't sleep or anything like that, like now the research is out there where you can go and find out what's happening and
Well,
you
the
can fix
data,
these things.
like we're
That's what I'm saying.
learning,
The
right?
data's all there,
Mhm.
which is a couple, you know what I mean? You just think 20 years ago, this data and this technology and all these things weren't accessible.
Right. Food allergy tests.
Mhm.
I did one. I was surprised. Egg whites, egg yolks.
No way.
Oh yeah. And it wasn't like crazy reactive,
Right.
but the larger like the ones that I have the most reaction to, egg whites, egg yolks, and like proteins found in dairy. But I'm not lactose intolerant. But those types of things apparently I'm having the most reaction to.
As far as like digestion,
Just in general, like
general.
when I just those are the results that came back. So I gotta now. I've eaten eggs my entire life. Right, 3 to 4 a day. So I just had 3 before we started the podcast. It's hard to quit that habit.
Right.
I've slowed down on the eggs.
So
I've slowed down on breakfast in general.
yeah.
Just not doing it.
I love hard-boiled eggs though. That's my thing. Just because it's like one of those things. That's, I think we mentioned it before too. Is like if I have them in the fridge and they're already ready and I'm hungry, I'll eat them. But when I go open the fridge and I see hard-boiled eggs and I don't want to eat them, it lets me know you're not really hungry. Because if you're hungry, this is what you'd you'd be craving, you'd be hungry for something, right?
Yeah.
So that's how I use them. And I mean, I love eggs, but sorry, go ahead.
So it's one of those like, am I going to change? Like, am I going to start redoing what my typical daily food intake looks like? Because I eat simplistically. I've fallen into, some routines with it where it's like eggs are just kind of like, it's a go-to, it's go, right? Like it's easy. They're, packed full. But I'm like, maybe I need to back off. And with the dairy, like I shouldn't say never. I haven't drank milk in a very long time.
Yeah.
But yogurt,
Same.
I go up and down on, but it's another thing where I might have to basically get rid of. So I
Right.
got to find something else, which means I'll probably eat more sardines.
That's not a bad thing. That's great.
No, not at all.
I got to
And-
try it. I mean,
And I'll probably I've really been enjoying melon cantaloupe recently.
it's the season.
Yeah, I know. I love
Summer
cantaloupe.
vegetable.
I've been upping my
Summer.
fruit intake
Us too.
in the morning.
Yeah.
I've been eating just, blueberries and raspberries.
Yeah.
And that's all I
Berries.
eat. A bunch of them though. And curbs hunger gets you through the morning. And then what I was reading in that, Fit for Life book, basically, I mean, fruit is just 90% water or something. So
Yeah.
you're really hydrating through food in the morning
Exactly.
and getting enough feeling,
Right.
but no hard calories that start your digestive process.
Right.
So you continue the elimination period longer.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's great stuff.
And a
Now,
lot of
that's
fruit
kind
is
of
like
what we-
slow digesting too, so it probably like lasts a lot longer.
I don't get hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It's good, and it's all natural sugars. It's not anything that's processed or chemical. It's just natural.
fruit is, I mean, especially in the summertime when it's in season, it's always, I always enjoy it. It's just when you get into the winter months and stuff like that, it's like, what fruit, what do you have? I mean, like sometimes it's not as satiating as it is in the winter. You know what I mean? Like something like brome broth or something like that probably feels like I would enjoy it more than, like fruit or something. But I always love blueberries. So raspberries I got to get accustomed to. The tart.
So good.
Yeah.
They are so good.
They just go bad so fast.
I
gotta
know, you have to
buy
eat 'em in, like,
literally
2
the day.
days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're gone.
I mean,
Interesting.
Time is it? We've been
Yeah.
going for a while.
We have been going for a while.
yeah.
We could talk about this all day.
Right. I really want to check out that podcast that you mentioned, Justin.
Yeah,
the
Joe
Joe Rogan.
Mind blowing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They always got good stuff on there. So I'm
I
gonna
forget the guy's first name. It's Dr. something Sinclair.
Yeah, I saw it. That's interesting.
Nice.
It's a couple hours.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
So
it's good for the
long,
ride.
but
Yeah.
it's good for a ride or drive.
Yeah.
You have a drive.
yeah, I'm gonna have to listen to it at least 5 more times before I'll comprehend anything that took place in that episode.
But that's how you know something's valuable.
That's
I
like the
feel
Ronda
Right.
Patrick episode.
If you have to go back a
should
couple
watch
times
that.
and interpret it, like,
Well, and then each time you listen to it, I'm sure you pick up like another piece or like, something new.
yeah.
Yeah,
Always
it's the
happens to
same
me.
thing with the. Whenever you have these scientists and doctors on there, and they go into their specialties, you just like, wow, I have so much to learn.
Yeah.
I get all excited all over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just deep
Like,
dive
wow,
right
they're
back
an
into
expert on this. Wow.
I mean, that's all. That's awesome. But
Good stuff.
Yeah.
I think maybe we could wrap it up today by
we gotta announce the
announcing
winner.
our winner
Oh,
for the Hungry with Heartland Challenge. So for those who are watching, we're going to have one lucky winner to win a chef sampler pack, which will be perfect for this warmer weather. Get out
Right.
there on the grill. And Simon, if you're
chosen.
ready,
I'm ready.
I will
Today
go
I'm
ahead
ready.
and share the winner. Drum roll, please.
wait, is this Hungry with Heartland?
Hungry
This is
with
Hungry with
Heartland.
Heartland. This is week number 3.
And thank you to everyone who's been playing. I mean, I've seen, so many different wonderful pictures. Here, let me pull them up so I can just kind of tell you. I'm not going to pull them up, but I'm just going to mention a couple of the names that, of the people that have been playing and super faithful to it. So the winner is Jamie Frederick.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Congrats,
the winner.
Jamie.
But I just want to give a couple of shout outs. So Lynn Asbury, she's been playing. Nicole Santos has been pretty awesome. Patricia Gainey Smith. If I butcher your name, I apologize. But I just want to, highlight some of these people. Sarah Simmons, Aaron Martin. Thank you so much for playing. Lena, Lena. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Thank you for playing.
Calvin.
I think it's Kalivis.
Kalivas.
There you go.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Don't get mad at me, Lena.
I know. Yeah. Sorry. I really apologize. But you have been playing. I mean, seeing the pictures, they're pretty awesome. Brandon O'Shea, appreciate it. Giovanni Smith, thank you so much. I mean, I've seen like wings and waffle fries, salsa fresco, chicken and rice, lamb chops and sweet potatoes, scallops and broccoli, taco salads, breaded shrimp. Like
We got
there's
it all.
17-pound briskets in it. Like if you haven't seen it and you're not playing, you need to go check it out. Hungry with Heartland.
Definitely check it out. And the contest will go until the end of this month. So we will have a grand prize winner at the end of next week on next week's podcast, which we'll announce on Thursday.
So yeah, go to the
Stay
foodie
tuned.
group and put a vote in for the jar.
Yep.
right.
Put in one of your guesses for how many M&Ms are in the jar for a chance to win.
Matt, did you guess?
3.
I don't know. Oh.
Oh,
You got
I
the
was
bomb on
waiting
that.
for the wah, wah.
Okay,
was
so
the mic drop.
everyone heard Matt's guess is 3.
It's 3.
Got it.
Well, now you're on record. Sorry, Matt.
All right. Well, we appreciate you, Matt, as always, coming to join us on the podcast. We hope for everyone watching that you got some value out of this. Please leave a comment, share this episode, like it, and we'll be back next week at 12. And with that, Justin, I think you can go ahead and send us off.
All right, everybody. We'll see you next week. Stay healthy with Heartland.